freeing from sexual sin and an over-sexualized society is not for the weak. You gotta fight daily, right? Like, I was very lustful before, I came into my faith and belief and relationship I have with the Most High, right? And that was slavery, though. People don't realize, men don't realize how much of your power you give away just chasing after, lustful desires, right? And then my thing was I over-idolized the woman's body. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want nothing to do with the mind, but over-idolized the body. So it put me in positions where I was putting myself through stuff, putting up with stuff just to, you know what I'm saying? And it was a problem. I had the spirit of perversion and lust over me real heavy, right? And so you go into healing and you start trying to, you get this relationship with the Most High, you do self-examination, and he starts showing you things that you tried to hide or ignore. Excuse me. Or not acknowledge. He starts showing you these things about yourself. And if you truly trying to correct them, because it was just, I had this thing where I could, like, I always just look at a woman's thighs and hips. You know what I'm saying? Just like, and now I have trained myself to just look away. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like automatic. Always, I was just attracted to the hips for some reason. Just like, I love the hips, the curves of a woman, right? And so, like, sisters don't realize how hard, brothers fight who trying to heal and practice sexual discipline and respect their mind, not just their bodies, not just looking at their bodies, right? But how hard it is to do that when that's what y'all presenting. So it becomes a double fight, you know what I'm saying? But we push through, right? And so I'll be proud of the fact that I, freed myself from that. Not just those sexual sins, all sexual sins, all perverted thoughts. Watching the online stuff, that was a big thing too. But then you look, that's what's being presented to you. If ain't nothing else being presented to you on a platter, over sexualization, perversions, and substances. All right, that's you. If you can't get access to nothing else in this world, you can get access to some pervertedness and some substances to go along with it. And these was two things that I had to fight through, and I fought hard for my peace, which brings me to another point. After I done put in all of that healing work and fought hard for my peace, and now I've corrected my thinking, you know what I'm saying, and how to, like, respect the essence of a woman, not just the curves and cakes, even though that's what's being presented. You gotta respect, even when the respect ain't self-respecting. You feel me? Still, that's part of the healing. You still ain't got no judgments and no, or whatever, whatnot, because you know that they under attack by a spirit, a rebellious spirit, and they think that this liberation means take off all their clothes and sleep with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, which brings me to another point. I went through a lot to get to this stage, or to the point where I be upset for unwanted arousals. I'll be mad, like, why is you doing this? Or like when I'm in my sleep and then I'm having these dreams in my sleep, and you wake up and realize, like, oh, damn, something done happened in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be mad. I'll be thrown off for days because of this, because I value retention. I value these things, but I value the peace that I've obtained by freeing myself from sexual slavery, right? And I'm not so quick to try to put myself back in that. Which brings me to, I see the honeypots y'all trying to send. I've been there, done that, man. Y'all be using the same tactics and tricks and traps. And I learn from my mistakes as well as y'all patterns. So like that honeypot ain't gonna work, right? Because I'm truly practiced. I'm truly fleeing from sexual sins. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of doing anything sexual that's improper to the Most High. I'm terrified now. Literally, my awakening, my spiritual awakening scared the F out of me. Literally, I don't want to F no more. I don't want to be a freak no more. Real talk, right? So so even when I do get the desires, because I'm still a human being, you know, it make it easier to put it away when I think about what I would have to be going right back into this frenzy of misplaced sexual energy out here. People chasing unfulfillable desires because they done been with so many people and they want that feeling. They searching for that feeling that one person gave them. And it's hard, is because you don't know, you probably done encountered a sex demon, and then that's why they out of you. You know, it's real talk, male and female, right? You know what I'm saying? That's like this. Not this one sister was like, these men are gay if they sleep with a lot of women. That's crazy, man. It's like that's weird. But I'm just saying, it's just like a lot of unfulfillable women out here. You know what I'm saying? And men. Same thing like sisters. Not every man you've been with the same, right? You know what I'm saying? People chasing that it's just like a drug. Just like when you first try a new drug, you be, ooh, you know, all. And then you spend all of this time, energy, effort, money, you know what I'm saying, pursuing that one time, you know, or those few times, and it be far and few between that you get that feeling like that. A lot of times it's not worth it, right? Plus, when you look at what's out here to choose from, and I understand that the sisters are under attack, but that's like, why would I go put myself in that? I just had to expel my demons, and I'm fighting my bad thoughts and stuff, you know, protecting my peace, securing my relationship with the Most High daily. Why would I want just to allow something, just way the mindset of the modern, the way they act now, which is, you know, liberations and taking off all their clothes and attention seeking and booty shaking everywhere they go. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying it's all, but that's the majority. Like, that's the facts. You know what I'm saying? What we got to choose from. And so I ain't so quick to run back into that, right? You know. And plus, like, I know it's a trap. I know it's a trap from the enemy, right? Going through what y'all call it, gang stalking. I call it trials and testings now, right? I understand this is a trial. I was being tried to see what I'm made of, right? But going through that with y'all, man, it made me hyper aware. And then I just be feeling like not everybody, but anybody can be the enemy. You know what I'm saying? And that was the number one way that they played with me and played on my top and played with me, is through, you know what I'm saying, through the women and whatnot. So I ain't really, you know, I'm just continuing. And plus, I feel like, because as a man, I do still seek a wife and children and all of that. I still desire these things, but I be praying them away, put them away, because I feel like it ain't enough time, because I ain't even established to be able to carry that the way I was supposed to do properly, right? And it's not enough time because we close to the end of something, right? So I put these thoughts out of my mind because it's not enough time to even get everything together to even do that now. But it is enough time for me to develop a stronger connection and relationship with the Most High. So instead of pursuing sexual relationships, romantic relationships, whatever relationships out here, I'm just pursuing the relationship that matters the most. You feel me? With the Most High and with myself. But Yeah, on another episode of Fleeing from Sexual Sins.